Hello, welcome to the Mythology Manifest. Now, I promised you something different at the end of my Aries video, and it took me a day longer than I expected, but I hope you enjoyed this video on the births of the god of wine and festivities, Dionysus. The woman that Zeus pursued was a Theban princess named Semele, and she didn't take much convincing to go to bed with him. I think he probably said something along the lines of, "Hi, I'm Zeus, king of the gods, wanna have a kid?" To which Semele's response was, "Random man claiming to be Zeus, so that I can have a kid with him? Sure, why not?" And so the Theban princess fell pregnant by Zeus, and went to let everybody in her kingdom know of her child's parentage. Most people, including her father Cadmus, the king of Thebes, told her that Zeus would never have a child with a mortal and that she had been tricked by a random man, and laughed at her. Eventually, the news of Semele's claims reached the ears of Hera, who knew that they were most likely true. She felt pity for Semele for being laughed at, but that did not make her any less angry or vengeful. Hera flew down to Thebes disguised as a mortal old woman. She flew straight into the palace of Thebes and made her way to Semele's chambers and went in. She found the princess on her bed, crying. The queen of the gods asked her what was wrong, and Semele told her that no one believed her that Zeus had fathered the baby growing inside of her. Hera, who although felt pity for the girl, wished her nothing but pain for helping her husband cheat again. She told Semele that she should demand that Zeus, if it was Zeus, show her his true godly form. Semele believed that this idea was perfect and would give her the reassurance she needed. She did not, however, know that seeing a god's true form caused death to mortals. With that, Hera left and watched from Olympus to see her plan unfold. Taking the advice of the queen of the gods, Semele called Zeus to her and demanded that he show her his godly form. Zeus tried to protest, saying she would just have to believe him, as all religious and pious Thebans would. The princess dismissed his words and called him a liar. In anger, Zeus showed her his godly form. In my mind, this is something similar to a tornado of fire with flaming facial features. The blaze of light died down, and Zeus found Semele as a charred dead body before him. Not wanting his child to die, Zeus removed him from Semele's womb, counting as his first birth, and sewed the baby into his own leg for the remaining months of the pregnancy. Hera tried to get Zeus to remove the child from his leg and let him die so that Zeus would have no more adulterous children. But Zeus refused, and eventually cut a living, breathing child out of his leg, counting as a second birth. The name Zeus picked for his newborn son was Dionysus, meaning twice born. He aged as mortals did, but had the power, strength, and beauty of the gods. Eventually, he stopped aging, and then he became the Olympian god of wine and festivities, and was welcomed by all of the gods, except for Hera, to the pantheon. The second myth depicting the birth of Dionysus is not my favourite, and is a little more unpleasant than the first. In this myth, Zeus impregnated Persephone, who many know is the daughter of Zeus within mythology, as well as the goddess of seasons and flowers, and in a later myth, which I will be discussing, the queen of the underworld. Being a goddess, Persephone birthed the child quickly and gave it to Zeus, wanting nothing to do with him or the child ever again. Once again, in this myth, Hera became jealous and vengeful of the child, and so she went down to Tartarus and broke out two titans who she told to go and rip the baby apart. They went and began doing the queen of the gods' command. Zeus found them midway through and attacked them with thunder and lightning bolts, and forced them back into Tartarus, where he trapped them forever. The king of the gods had no idea that it was Hera who had released the titans, and he returned back to Olympus to find that all that was left of his newborn son was his heart. Zeus went down to the earth in despair and found some clay that he and Prometheus had originally created humans out of. This is going to be the theme of one of my later videos. He remoulded a body out of clay and placed the heart inside. He breathed life into the new body, and that once again rebirthed the baby into the world and created the god of wine and festivities, Dionysus. Which version of the myth do you prefer? Please let me know down in the comments. I hope you liked this video and the small changes I added in. If you found this video interesting, please like, and if you found it informative and enjoyable, please subscribe. You are all helping keep classics alive. Thank you. Please do show your support further and follow this channel on Twitter. I have left a link to the account in the description below. My next video is going to be on the god of travellers, pranksters and thieves, Hermes. After that video, I only have one more Olympian god to do a video on, and then I am moving on to Greek myths in popular culture and the Trojan War. I will see you next time on the Mythology Manifest.